What's going on YouTube? It's Brayzon back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys here today. As you can see, I am actually on Madden 19, so hopefully you guys know what that means by now, but I will be going over the Combine promo. So the Combine is actually taking place, I think, on March 2nd, and I think there's multiple days, but as far as I've seen on Google, it's March 2nd, and then I think there'll be multiple days after that. So we definitely will have to get ready for this Combine promo coming up. You know, it's definitely going to be something that's going to come at some point. It's going to be a little bit different, but I'm just going to show you guys what we had last year and then hopefully how to maybe get ready in the sense, you know, of what you can. So right here, what we're going to do is try to find the Combine solos in here, which are at the end because I have completed them. So try out these solos to earn scout, quick sells, and more to buff your team. So for these, you just got jerseys, and then you would get Combine trophies as well as quick sales. So I don't think we'll get that just based off of what we did in this game. You know, all of them are going to say I don't have any rewards because of the fact I already got them. But they were pretty simple. Obviously, I expect them to change it towards what they've been doing this year, which is players, you know, and things like that. But I will show you guys the sets as well as some of the players. I don't think there'll probably be any in the auction house, unfortunately. I'll look, but, you know, I don't know if there will be any there. So it actually is expired content in the seasonal. Right here, complete these sets to earn Combine players. So you could get a random 97 overall. So as of last year, they had a 99 Chris Johnson, as well as they had like a lot of 97s, all the way down to I think like 87s. So you had to put in, last year you had to put in Combine trophies to go ahead and get a 97. I don't believe we'll get trophies. I wouldn't expect we'll get trophies because that's not really what we've been doing at all. So if it was my opinion, it'll be, you know, put players in to get another random player or fantasy pack, whatever they plan on doing this year. But like I said, last year they had Chris Johnson. So what they had is standouts. So they had standouts last year, and you can kind of tell which players will get cards in a sense, because based off of the fact of how they performed, right? So if someone has the fastest time of all time, you know, you might know that they have a better chance of getting him. And I'm just going to search. It looks like DJ's actually here, so you can check the back of his card, and it says it on some of them. So it doesn't say it here. It's just telling them to use this to Combine Master. So I don't think it says it on these players, but some of the top players or some of the higher overall players, it might. I did say that before. Like I said, it doesn't look like some of these players are going to be here, but you can kind of tell if someone has the most. For instance, there was a Jerick McKinnon card last year. And he's actually not in this set because he's higher overall than that. But the Jerick McKinnon card, he had the most bench press for a running back. So that's why they went ahead and made him more. So they do base it off of days. So day 1 was halfback, O-line, kicker, and punter. Day 2 was quarterback, wide receiver, and tight end. Day 3 is D-line and linebackers. Day 4, cornerbacks and safety. So like once again, the sets you had to do here, this was actually players, right? So any 90 to 92 overall players. Basically, you had to do these sets and you would get 97 overall players. Since the Combine's put into days, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that again. Kind of how they do for Team of the Year and things like that, where they do offense, defense, you know, and everything like that. So I'm going to go to the auction house and see if there is any 97s up real quick so I can kind of show you what I mean by that. You kind of got to do your own research based off of who basically performs very well. Of course, Chris Johnson has like the second fastest time of all time, so that's why they actually went ahead and got him. You know, that's why he goes by the 99, because they wanted to give him that speed. So featured is not in there. I'm looking for Combine, and I'm just don't think I'm finding it. There it is. So I was trying to go for Combine, but we're going to go to 96, 97s. Like I said, I don't know if any of them will actually be in the auction house just because of the game right now. And it looks like there actually is some 97s up. So we got Keanu Neal right here. So Neal led all safeties in the broad jump in 2016. So that's why they give him a good card for the Combine, is because he did compete in the broad jump or had a really good broad jump. And basically every player is going to have their own thing. Behind him led all running backs in the bench press, 36 reps. You know, you can look at players like Patrick Peterson, finished top 10 among defensive backs in 5 of the 7 drills. And pretty much all of the players, that is why led the quarterbacks in the 40, 4.52, and cone drill. So pretty much you can kind of assume that if you look at players and they had a really good combine, so someone that just off the top of my head that is pretty new would be maybe like a DK Metcalf. He really performed well at the combine, so maybe we'll get a DK Metcalf card as a combine card. And, you know, I'm going to go over to Madden 20 right now and kind of show you guys, based off of what they do in the promos, what I think. So I will see you guys when we head over there. All right, so now that we're back on Madden 20, I'm going to go ahead and just show you some of the promos. You know, like I said, that we have compared to what we had in the combine in Madden 19, just based off of some of the promos that we have in Madden 20. So let's just use, you know, the Journey 2 for instance. We know that we got themed diamond players. So basically we got players to put into that set. So I think that's something we could get again, you know, and we get that in different promos. Super Bowl, we basically got that as well. We got tickets, which we could put in, as well as if we scroll down, we got 82 overall plus players. So those are players that also could go into sets. So it kind of depends on the fact that, you know, do they want to give us tickets or something like that? Or are they just going to give us something more just along the lines of players? Or are they just going to give us flat out a combine player? You know, it can go anywhere from that. I definitely don't see them doing anything with like tokens or trophies or whatever they were doing in Madden 19, because that's obviously not where their head's at based off of what they've done. So I will go show you guys the sets on some of these as well, because, you know, usually the random players are giving us in here, you're just basically giving other players into the sets. I think we'll probably get 97s overalls for the combine. I don't think we'll get a 99. We might get a 199 player or something. You know, maybe like a 98, like master. But I think we'll probably get a lot of like 96, 97s. Players that are pretty good, but not necessarily the number one players in the game or anything like that. They're trying to make them pretty balanced. So if we check out the Super Bowl presents, maybe we'll get, you know, like same thing as Super Bowl where we get 97 overalls, but then you're exchanging some lower overalls, 96s, into those sets to go ahead and get them back. Because this year they're also doing those sets where you get the required players back as NATs, but then you also get the master, so it saves you a lot of money. Or, and I'm assuming they'll also have sets like this where they'll do, you know, exchange players basically to get a higher overall player. So you can exchange some 89s and 83s or whatever the case is. Whatever they're going to do, but I assume it'll be something like that. We could show some of the other programs as well. Do basically the same thing. So we could assume maybe day 1s, day 2s, day 3s, they'll do it like that, how they do Team of the Year Specialist, defense and offense. And then you got to put in certain players to go ahead and get that as well. Will they do tokens? Probably not, because it seems like they do tokens on the programs that are over time at the moment. You know, like Team of the Year program. They did it for the MUT 10, things like that, but I don't think they'll do it overall for everything. Team of the Year player fantasy. So if you add more, you actually get one random Team of the Year offense, defense, and specialist, and then you get to choose. That's really not that much better, to be honest. You were better off doing these because it's a lot cheaper to actually do. Well, I mean, I guess not cheaper. It kind of depends on how much you can snipe them for. It really depends, because here you got to put two 91s and a 93 to 94. So I guess it's not really cheaper. It just really depends. But they pretty much did this for every promo. You know, you have your exchange sets as well as your sets, heroes, and things like that. So I think we'll definitely get like a combine heroes. Some of the players, like I said, that we might get, maybe like a DK Metcalf because of the fact he had a really good combine. And of course, they usually throw it back as well to other combine players. So it won't be just necessarily last year, but I definitely think DK will be on that list, as well as some other players. I definitely think the market will drop for the Ultimate Legends, because obviously we're just continually getting Ultimate Legends in the game. And I will show you guys their prices as at the moment. But we're already getting so many Ultimate Legends in the game that aren't even going for that much, to be completely honest. So I just assume if we get Combine, and if they're pretty comparable, or if maybe even better than some of the Ultimate Legends, that the prices on the Ultimate Legends, you know, won't stay as high. So if we go here to the 96, 97s, you know, you can get Chuck Ben-Narek for 246, Kurt Warner for 248, Shannon's 250. You get a lot of them for basically 250-ish. You know, and then some of the 97s are obviously going to go for more. But the players are pretty cheap overall. So that's just pretty much what I think will go on in this promo. Let me know what you guys think. You know, hopefully this does get you ready. Like I said, it's kind of a little bit of your own knowledge. Like DK Metcalf, that's just someone off the top of my head that I know had a really good combine, but you kind of just got to figure it out, or maybe just look at the MUT 19 players and do it from that as well. But I know they do try to switch it up from year to year. But that being said, guys, drop a like on the video if this does help you out. Comment down below what you guys would like to see on Friday, because they said there's a special stream Thursday night. So that's what I'm assuming. It's either going to be combine or team MVPs or both or anything like that. So hopefully that is the case. Subscribe, guys. Turn on that post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.